Backtesting is a great way to build confidence, and when you're learning technical analysis for the first time, it's just a good way to practice. And I'm going to take y'all through and show you how I do it. This is on TradingView, and I use this replay tool, and I have not gone through and identified a pair before making this video, so I'm not cheating. Let's do I'm going to do EuroCAD. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to clear these charts. And I'm going to hide this data so that I don't cheat. I don't know where I'm going. So this replay tool, I'm just going to go back in time just randomly. We're just going to pick right there. You click this replay tool, and wherever you put this bar, it erases all of the data ahead of that point in time. So now let's go and look at where I picked. So April of 2016. So I was actually trading in 2016, but I do not remember this far back. So it's good for you to try to, keep from looking whenever you pick a point in time too, just because your mind is, you're pretty smart, so you can probably cheat a little bit, but it's good to have no recollection of what's about to happen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to zoom out and see what's been going on. Looks like there's some price up here. So what I'm going to do is draw in lines that is close to recent price action. You don't want to start drawing in a bunch of lines up here because they're not going to be relevant. If the price moves down during your back testing, then you can draw them in then. But I'm going to just draw in a couple, and then we'll start replaying the bars. So let's draw in one here. Let's draw in one. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the recent price action and drawing in lines. There's some decent touches. Could be a little lower. So I'm just fine tuning it. Okay, sorry that took a little while, but I don't really like this line right here, but I'm going to leave it in there. Looks like there's a so the current data I just don't really like this line. I don't even know where. Okay, sorry that took a little while, but hopefully it gave you a little bit of insight into my head. Okay, so now we're just going to start playing the bars forward. I used this button. This button would actually play it continuous and you can adjust the speed. This, you can control what the bars are, playing each bar per click. So looks like that is broken. So what we've got here is forming higher highs and higher lows. We've had a double top and now a lower low is formed, and it has retested this 50 EMA, which wasn't really being respected that well. But now we've broke this trend line. We've got some support here, which is pretty decent. It's more of a range, but I'm just going to leave it right there. Let's just kind of see what happens. Okay, so we've got a lower high, kind of decelerating on this horizontal line. I would like to see maybe a pullback to this trend line and then look for a trade short, just because the bias is now down. I don't want to trade up into this trend line because it may not. Okay, now since this wasn't, it was decelerating here, but it didn't hold price. I'm gonna get this out for right now. Let's just see if we're either going to come down to this line or we could get a pullback. Okay, if this starts decelerating right here, this could be a potential short. I really, because of these 4 days of momentum, I really want to see maybe a little bit more deceleration. The inside bar would be nice. An inside bar is when the next day it's a smaller body. That is a high test. Let's do one more. Let's get a little bit. Okay, so right here, this is not. This is a good trade for this time frame. How I typically trade is I go down and I drill down to the lower time frames and I see what's happening right here. There's clearly been a trend change on the lower time frame. I don't know where I would have gotten in at or if I would have been able to get in on the lower time frame, but for the purpose of this example, we're just trying to show an edge play out by back testing and using all of our technical analysis. So what I'm mainly doing is using price action and lines as analysis. So my target would be somewhere down here to this most recent low. And that would have more than likely taken hit the stop on whatever trade I'd entered. So we're gonna count that as a loss. So now there's a double top, sort of. Okay, now what's happening is price is kind of squeezing and almost forming a triangle. So here, to me, it looks like it's about to have another bullish move. It could pop out and then retest, and I would get in. It could still move all the way down here, obviously. So yeah, this is forming a pretty decent little triangle. Popped out. See if we get a retest. Okay, so I like this trade right here for a long play, probably up to this most recent high. Let's see if I can get some winning trades for y'all. And that would have most likely taken me out. So there's another loss. So 2 losses in 3 months, maybe. So periods like these where price really, over here you can see there was healthy trends, good price movements, and this amount of time here, this is just consolidating. The reason I took this trade was because price was getting squeezed and I was expecting to pop up, which it did give us. It retested. I took a trade, but now it's just okay. Well, I got a little carried away. I didn't want this to last very long, but I just kind of got into it a little bit. And the main thing is I just wanted to show you how you can use TradingView's tool to go back and practice and gain confidence in your trading. So go through, pick different pairs, randomly select a time, or just you could say I'm going to do 2014 of these 5 pairs, and do a year a day, or just go through and make sure you're practicing and learning what price does and how it reacts to levels and accelerates and decelerates. And I know that if you backtest and you work on trading by accelerating your learning through the backtesting, your trading's going to benefit from it a lot. So I hope that shows you how to backtest, how I backtest, and let me know if you have any questions.